up, and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Just spending some time in the very enjoyable morning California traffic. And well, today I'm hoping is the day. We've got a lot of good things coming to the channel. Number one, we are on our way over to see somebody that hasn't been on the channel in a long time. And we're gonna be doing something pretty cool. And then hopefully, after that, and by the end of the day, we've got a new vehicle on the channel and a new build. So, fingers crossed, everything's gonna go as planned today, but let's head over to the job site. Check that out. That Ranger did the opposite mirror conversion that I did. So it's gonna be kind of hard to show the house we're working on today from when we're there, but that big old monster right there is where we're gonna be working. And I see no, can it be? Well, it looks like we pulled up right in time. The crane has just showed up. So this will give you guys kind of a good look at the scale of this massive house slash project. I mean, it continues to wrap all the way around that side, down that side. Well over 180-degree ocean views. I mean, this property's just... I mean, just the cost of the land alone to have this much, it's gotta be over an acre with ocean views in this part of town.
Right up.
Dave?
Right up.
Dave?
Right up, Dmax! No way! Sorry, man, I got it.
We're on my schedule. So, Dave, I can't believe we have, come on a project again together. Dave? Can we do this now so we don't get yelled at? So, Dave, what do we got going on here, buddy? Let's just both stand on this ladder because that's safe.
Wait a minute, I gotta pretend like I'm just running into you.
Oh, okay. All right, me and Dave surprised seeing each other. Take 4. Dave?
Right now?
Dave? Dave on too high of a step on the ladder?
Right now?
Dave, is that you, buddy?
Right now, Dmax!
It has been forever, Dave.
What are the odds?
You still work?
Dude, well, I mean, yeah,
I thought you were retiring, man.
well,
Great to see you, buddy.
I was working for this great YouTube channel once, but the pay, I just couldn't keep up, you know?
Me either, I'm telling you. So what are we doing today, Dave?
Well, I mean, not much. It's crane day, dog. It's crane day. Yeah, so...
Hold on, let me just preface. When I first met Dave, when I knew we were going to be good buddies, was the day he opted, instead of a crane, he was like, I walked up to him, I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? He's like, man, I'm really trying to figure out how to helicopter some beams onto this house. And I'm like, you realize we're in like the worst regulated city in the world, and you're trying to drop beams on the sandy beach and helicopter onto a house. And he's like, yeah man, I already got the price quote. And I'm like, man, this guy is like
$5,000.
Yeah.
But that was a while back, so I would anticipate maybe the same. I don't know. Maybe they have that.
Well, right when I heard that, I knew me and Dave were going to be good buddies.
Yeah. Well, so what I learned is in 2020, if you find yourself like doing back-breaking work, there's a stop. There's a better way. And so today is crane day. We got 10 joists. We're gonna call these girders that are existing. I didn't do these, but I like the way that they cut the ends here.
Right. But
they torched them.
Ooh.
I know. Now they did a hell of a job for torching them. But you know us, we got them sweet saws that'll cut up steel all like it was wood.
Yeah.
So I made some jigs and cut some joists to go on top of these. I mean, take a look at this place. This is upper deck sort of project.
Yeah, I think this guy made it.
Yeah, I think we're talking about how a staircase is not like a grand staircase entrance, you know. Ooh. Like some mansions you walk in and it's like the stairs are like everything, and these stairs are all tucked away. And I was like, dude, if this was my house, like I'd be worried people were coming to assassinate me too. Me and Chuck almost got beat up. Well, I almost got beat up this morning defending Chuck.
Do you know how to read, Rhino?
Do I know how to read? I might be able to read, Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck, I'm surprised you got yourself an iPhone.
I do, man. I know how.
Thanks. So, depending on the size of crane, they typically travel with a semi that has all their counterweights on it and a bunch of the accessories for the hooks and all that stuff. So right now, I think they're going to grab the counterweights, throw them on the crane, then the crane is going to ship up the driveway, and that way it'll have the reach to throw the beams over the house, which the beams I'm standing under right now. So now that the counterweights are on, we're getting the crane position. That way it's got the reach to go over the house. So me and Dave are standing here wondering, like, will somebody rent us one of these bad boys?
So my first question was, well, it depends. Is it 26 feet long?
Penske rented us a big old truck.
At 26 feet long, I mean.
Bringing the truck up with the beams. So what they're gonna end up doing is we're doing 2 picks. First one we're taking 4 back, the second one we're gonna take 6 back. Sure, there's a lot more quiet on this side. Peaceful.
It's nice. It's like watching a hot air balloon.
Right?
It really is, yeah.
Alright, go ahead and spin because I can grab the tag line too.
You know, I feel weird. Normally, like, I'm the one operating the equipment, and if I'm not, it's me and Chuck. They're talking crap about you
Shit on me.
and yelling stuff at you all day.
Well, it looks like I graduated, huh?
You did, yeah.
Touching down now. Love it. Down to get loose.
How's my mug?
I'll be sent.
How's my cup? Don't put that cup on the crane.
I appreciate the coffee, but the next time I want a left-handed cup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Won't happen again, sir.
Well, that made for quick crane work. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. It's a little bit loud, but obviously cranes are by the hour. The quicker you get it done, the better. Oh, Dave giving his ceremonial clap. All in all, start to finish, less than an hour. The crane's been here set up, dropped our load, and we're ready to go. Well done, Dave. Well done.
Another day, another dollar.
So right now we're working on the layout. So once we get all the layout done,
Then the painters come, and then we take wood that look just like a sweet soffit that goes around the house, and then clad that on the, we sandwich the dark colored steel after it's painted, and then we take 4 heaters that are the same kind that go in that yellow hole there, and we put 2 there and 2 there, and then in the center we take 2 big ceiling fan lights. We put boom, boom, and then we put the dining room table under it.
there you go.
And then, yeah,
And they think we get invited to the meal?
not at all.
Okay, all right. Looks nice from up top here. Of course, the beautiful view from everywhere on the property.
That is nice. That's nice looking wallpaper there. I like that optical illusion stuff. I think that's bona fide wood.
This is a very nice bathroom. Yeah.
Okay.
All the beautiful marble,
That's nice.
right?
That don't look nothing like my bathroom. Well, similar.
Well, now this is a shower I can get behind over here. A little shy of the shower heads.
They don't even want you to see what's in this one. And look, this guy was gonna draw a nasty picture and then he stopped.
I think that's a guy doing a handstand, but he broke his wrist.
All right, I'll take a look.
Yeah.
It's a cabinet.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna leave Dave. I know it's sad. Dave, you wanna go buy a truck with me?
You buying me a truck, dog?
Am I buying you a truck?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, we've been to the bank. We've got our money. And at the end of this long road right here is what is going to be the next build for the channel. And here goes nothing. Well, y'all, as you can see behind me, here she is, the 2005. Yes, I know it's not an 06 LBZ, but other than that, it is exactly what I've been looking for in a truck. Other than tires and wheels, the interior is untouched. Everything's untouched, never been tuned, never had an exhaust on it. Everything is just completely stock. Of course, we do have Chevy's worst mirrors they ever made, the accordion style 05 tow mirrors. But coming into the truck, I mean, it is just the exact color combo I've been looking for. White truck, black interior, black leather, heated seats, sunroof, the old school rear entertainment center, like everything on this truck is just about as peachy as you can get. I mean, you can even see in terms of factory leather, we all know that driver's seat is normally super torn up on these trucks. It is actually in pretty good condition. Under the hood, like I said, everything just untouched, just a super clean truck. I believe this is a 2-owner truck. The owner that I'm buying it from right now, he had purchased it from an older gentleman that first owned it and took really good care of it. What I like about this truck is it doesn't have the side moldings on it that we all know from this year turn very yellow. It doesn't have the cheaper work truck black fender flares on it. Everything's already white. We finally get cab lights, which is good because I've never owned a truck with cab lights. And I know a lot of you guys are saying I need to put cab lights on the old OBS over there, but I don't like drilling holes into the roof of a vehicle after it's left the factory. I feel like you're just asking for something to leak, and it's just not something I've ever been comfortable doing. So this truck already has cab lights. Obviously, you know, we got to swap them out and get probably some Recon clears up there or smoked lights. Coming over to the back, now it does have a couple weird things. It does have a full spray-on bed liner, but then the owner before the one I'm buying it from now also put a plastic bed liner in it for some reason. And we've actually pulled up this bed liner and looked up underneath it, and everything is in great condition. I don't know if the guy just didn't like the fact that he couldn't slide things easily to the tailgate to get them out of the truck or what, but I don't understand why anybody would put a plastic liner over a bed liner or a spray-in bed liner. I mean, I guess it's better than just putting it over the painted truck, because then there's not any rust up underneath this thing. Solid back window. I mean, coming in the back seats, like I said, I mean, the interior is almost immaculate. It just looks completely brand new, no flaws that I have seen anywhere in this thing. And let me tell you guys, this really takes me back. As you guys know, I owned a 2005 Silverado at one point. It was a 1500 HD, so it was not a diesel, but it was one of my favorite trucks. I've been looking and looking and looking for a cat eye Chevy. I just love this body style so much, and obviously LBZs are a little harder to find, and I finally found just everything was right about this truck other than it wasn't an LBZ, but I know we can live with the LOI. We can make the changes to the tow mirrors, and we can make this thing a rad truck. I mean, coming up to the front here, it's already got a trailer brake controller installed on it. You know, we could do a little swapsies there on the factory stereo. Heated seats, it's got the memory seats up front. Of course, four-wheel drive, you gotta have four-wheel drive. I think the Ford's the only truck I've ever owned that is not four-wheel drive, and that will change eventually. This is just a super, super clean truck. We'll grab the keys here and fire her up. I gotta admit, she's a little quiet for my taste in her stock state, but other than that, she sounds good, she runs good. We've got Papa Rhino, who's gonna be taking the Ford back for us. Now this truck does have airbags in the back for towing. They are manual fill, so it's kind of like the Ford over there. The Ford came with manual fill tow bags on it. But other than that, suspension is completely untouched. Like I said, really only the wheels and tires are the only thing that has been changed on this truck at all. And the best part about it being, you know, pre-emissions is no DEF, none of that stuff to worry about. Really all you got is an EGR and a cat. Luckily this truck has a cat on it. So one of the things we're running into the issue was this truck's registered in Arizona right now. And as we all know, Arizona is a little more lenient in terms of like emissions and all that stuff. So you can register pretty much any truck there. Whereas California, you basically have to have a truck built from the factory, 50 state legal or 50 state emissions, whatever they call it. Well, this truck is federal emissions, which means it's not up to California standards per se. Luckily, this one has a cat on it. I think if this one didn't have a cat on it, we would have a bigger issue. And it's rare that I get to appreciate the OBS from a distance. So one of the big deciding factors on this truck was obviously if I couldn't register it here. Not saying we couldn't work around it, but that would put a big hindrance in us getting it. So I came and looked at the truck yesterday, and luckily the owners were super cool. We went and actually smogged it. And I said, hey man, I just want to do a little bit of research to make sure I can register this truck here before I commit to buying it. He said, no problem, just let me know tomorrow. And well, through calling AAA to do the registration and a bunch of other things, it seems like everybody's saying we're not going to have an issue. Now, every time I've ever heard that, we've had issues, but we're going to find out right now. I'm going to go straight to trying to register this thing. I don't know, guys. I just cannot stop staring at the OBS back there. She looks so good. You guys have no clue how nostalgic sitting in the cockpit of an 05 again is to me. I mean, this was actually nicer equipped than my truck was. I mean, we went through and like pimped a bunch of the interior stuff out, but in terms of like factory OEM equipment, my truck was cloth seats. I did have the center console, but it was cloth seats. I didn't have all the super fancy garage door opener buttons, which are weirdly exactly the same as my 2016. And the other thing I like about this truck is it does have the integrated turn signal into the mirror, which means when we go to swap it to the newer style tow mirrors, it should be with the right wire harness. A lot of plug and play on this truck. Now, let me show you guys one of my favorite parts of these trucks. Something that trucks don't do anymore, and that is right here. The good old armrest. I don't know what it was about having an armrest in my old truck, but I loved it so much. Now, one thing that's gonna be new for me is I have never owned a truck with a sunroof, so let's see here. However you open this thing. Now to me, I've just never gotten the appeal of a sunroof. Now, especially after I've been in a truck sliding across my roof on the pavement, I really appreciate having sheet metal between me and whatever I'm hitting versus a piece of glass. The good thing about this one is the sunroofs in these trucks aren't very big, so you do still have a decent amount of sheet metal versus like the new Fords or all the other vehicles that have the giant panoramic sunroofs. I'm sure there's some type of structural testing out there somewhere that says they're all right in an accident, but I think sheet metal is a little safer. Behind me over there, I don't know if you can see it on camera, is AAA. We're about to go see if we can get this bad boy registered. Fingers crossed, wish me luck. Maybe if I tell them I know Wheezy, maybe that'll help. All right guys, well, I've got good news and I've got bad news, and I almost just slipped on the Armorald sill there. The good news is we've essentially got all the paperwork done. Truck is gonna be able to be registered, so that's good. The bad news is I do still need to go get a weight certificate, which I thought I would need anyway, because I needed that the last time I brought a truck in from Arizona. But when we called AAA yesterday, they didn't seem like that was that big a deal. So I just gotta go get that weight certificate and come back tomorrow. All the paperwork's already done, the fees are already paid, the taxes are already paid, and California registration fees are already paid. Well guys, I have got to say, after driving this for a little while today, these mirrors are horrible. Not only do they look bad, they are absolutely useless with just no blind spot, no anything. So I cannot wait to get those swapped out with some Boost Auto updated GM mirrors. And speaking of that, I want this build to kind of be with me and you guys. So I want to know what you guys would like to see in a build, a Cat Eye Silverado build. Let me know down in the comments kind of what style we should go with. I think I want to keep it to like a black and white theme. I just really love that and I want to go back to that. But other than that, I'm really open to suggestions on what style of truck we should build. Now, before we wrap up this video, we got to get, well, we're going to get two people's opinions. One probably not going to be on camera, but that's probably the most important one. We got to get our old buddy at C Bailey 619's opinion on what he thinks about the new rig.
Yeah.
What do you think, buddy?
Tradesies?
You want to trade for this Ford?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. It's like back in the old days, dude. We're kicking it back to high school. You got to get a 03 F-150.
Leave that on there.
So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future content like the new LLY build we have going on. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out. Chris, say it.
Well, the outro.
Damn. Yeah.